Hi, my name is Janaya, and I'm a college student just like you. In today's presentation, we'll be going over key terms in health insurance to help make the enrollment process simple and easy. Let's get started. Let's face it, applying for health insurance can be really confusing and frustrating for many people. Most college students are usually unaware about health insurance because they're either under their parents' insurance or they don't have their own. This video will help you to understand important concepts in health insurance so that you can know which health insurance plan is right for you. Let's get started by looking at an example of a health insurance plan. Here's an example of a health insurance plan from Metro Health Plus. The three terms that are highlighted are the most important terms needed to understand the essentials of health insurance. Let's go over these terms with a scenario. Like a monthly subscription, every month you pay a set or fixed fee for your insurance plan. This is your monthly premium. You pay this regardless of whether you see a doctor or not. Premiums are based on the type of medical coverage you need. Like with a monthly subscription, you have the lowest cost that may give you limited options, but the higher cost gives you more options. Premiums work in a similar way. For low-income and college students, premiums can be as low as $20 a month or even $0. When you start an insurance plan, whatever medical service you pay for goes towards your deductible. This is included with things like going to your primary doctor, going to the emergency room, going to an urgent care, and many more. All of these costs are added up until they reach the deductible amount. Let's look at a visual to better understand this. For this scenario, the deductible is $650. When you first enroll in an insurance plan, you have $0 towards your deductible. So at this point, you are paying full price for all of your medical services because they are not yet covered by insurance. Once you have paid $650 in medical services, like the ones we mentioned before, you begin to share costs with your insurance company. This shared cost can either be through a co-payment or a co-insurance. We'll go over those next. A co-payment or co-pay and co-insurance can help lower your expenses. Let's look at examples for both of these terms. When you visit a doctor or fill prescriptions, you will usually have to pay a small fee or co-payment directly to the doctor or pharmacy. This usually varies depending on the type of doctor you're seeing. For example, seeing your primary doctor for an annual checkup will cost you $25, while if you needed to see a specialized doctor, like a podiatrist or a dermatologist, that would cost you $40. The same is for prescriptions, since certain prescriptions you need may not be generic, so they'll tend to cost more. After you reach your deductible, your plan will offer you co-insurance to help you cover cost. This is usually a percentage of the cost of your medical service. So for this example, your co-insurance is 20% of the cost of services, similar to getting 20% off when you're shopping at a store. If your doctor's appointment costs $100, then you would only be paying 20% of that total cost, which is $20. Remember that your deductible, copay, and coinsurance all vary based on the type of plan you choose. Your health plan will also include a maximum out-of-pocket. Once you reach this amount, your insurance will cover 100% of your medical costs that are in-network. In-network means that the doctors you are seeing are covered by your health insurance. Let's revisit the visual from earlier to get a better understanding. For this scenario, the maximum out-of-pocket is $5,000. Maximum out-of-pockets are usually a high cost that might take some time to get to. In the diagram, the time period between when you have reached your deductible, $650, and the maximum out-of-pocket, $5,000, is when you are sharing costs with your insurance company through co-payments or co-insurance. Once you have paid $5,000 in medical expenses, then insurance will cover all of your medical expenses for the remaining year. Remember, even though insurance is covering all of your medical costs, you are still responsible for your monthly premium and out-of-network cost. Still confused? That's okay. These definitions can provide a foundation for understanding health insurance, but it can be tricky to apply these definitions in real life situations. Let's review all of the terms we went over to get a better understanding. To review, the premium is the set amount you pay every month for your insurance. The deductible is the spending threshold you have to reach before your insurance plan starts to pay the majority of cost. Co-payment is the set amount you pay for covered healthcare services. Coinsurance is the percentage of the cost of your healthcare that you pay. Maximum out-of-pocket is the most you have to pay for a covered service plan in a year. After you spend this amount on deductibles, co-payments, and coinsurance for in-network care and services, your health plan pays 100% of the cost of covered benefits. Okay, I know that was a lot, but knowing these definitions not only helps you to understand health insurance, but it can help you to determine which plan is right for you. Take a picture or screenshot to keep these important insurance terms in handy. Let's look at the health insurance plan we saw in the beginning of the presentation and understand some final concepts. Now that you have a better idea of health insurance terminology, do you think this health insurance plan would be right for you? Take a moment to think about it. The premium of $791.94 is considered a high premium, which equals to a higher cost per month. Yet the deductible and maximum out-of-pocket are lower since it would take a long time to reach these costs, especially if you see a doctor a lot in 1 year. This means that insurance will start to contribute to medical costs sooner. So this generally means that the higher the premium, the sooner the insurance will start to cover medical costs. Though the different types of insurance plans vary based on financial status, there are many options for college students to get access to affordable health insurance. Here are some great resources for getting started with health insurance. Scan the QR code or search these resources online to help figure out which plan is right for you. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and learned some new skills about health insurance.